Hey guys, Tom here for Beyond Walt Disney Planet. I am doing Lookout Mountain today, so I'm also doing a 4-part series for Lookout Mountain. My first stop today is at Rock City. This is basically near the top of Lookout Mountain on this, I forget exactly what part it is. Anyway, we're just outside of Chattanooga. We're actually inside Georgia right now. That's how big Lookout Mountain is. I'm also going to be visiting the Incline Railway, Ruby Falls, and then later this evening I'll be coming back to Rock City for the Garden of Lights. So if you'd like to see everything that Lookout Mountain has to offer, check out all 4 of my videos. We're going to go explore the trails of Rock City right now. Let's go. Now if you come here and you're hungry, you can stop at the Big Rock Grill, which is right inside after you go through the turnstile. They also have Rock City's Fudge Kitchen. I'm sure it's a big hit at the nighttime lights. And then Woodland Wonders is one of their gift shops. But this morning we're at Rock City Gardens to enjoy the trail. That's a good size walking trail. I've never been here before, so I'm looking forward to it, getting some exercise as well. Everything goes in a big loop. Well, not an actual loop, but anyway, you will follow it all and you'll be able to go through everything. So let's start. Alright, our trail begins. Right here, nice waterfall and a water wheel. This is called a Grand Corridor. Now, from what I've read, there are numerous places that you have a very tight squeeze, have to tilt or duck if you're a tall person. Now there's lots of little crevices all throughout that people might be tempted to go and explore. That is prohibited and it can get you kicked out. So there's signs everywhere that says please stay on the trail. So kind of respect that when you come here unless you want to be an ass and get kicked out. Got a nice manger scene. This is all going to look most beautiful at nighttime. So if you want to see this with all the lights, check out my 4th installment of Lookout Mountain. Alright, this is called Needle's Eye. This is a very, very, very tight corridor. Trying to get through here. So, main reason why this is not wheelchair accessible. Wow, I'm literally having to scrunch down. So again, if you are big or tall, you're going to have a little more problems getting through some of these areas. Not to say you cannot still enjoy yourself. Wow, that was a tight squeeze. Woo! Alright, made it. All the trees have basically lost all their leaves. Unlike the state of Florida where I am from, we don't have much of a seasonal change. It pretty much goes from hot to not as hot. We don't get the nice color changing leaves. So you can see the nice walkways. It'd be a pretty steep fall. Oh yeah, nice water feature. Cool. It's called Nome Valley. Again, we'll see what this looks like in the evening when we come back later. This is aptly named Mushroom Rock. Looks like a big giant mushroom. And the stone bridge. You can see the gorge down below. This is called Gnome's Overpass. Another stone bridge. Got all the toy soldiers. Alright, this is called Goblin's Underpass. Ooh. Nice to have a little bit of lighting in here. Cool. I made it. Look at this. Another stone bridge. Now, I am no historian by any stretch of imagination, so if you would like more information about the history of Rock City or Lookout Mountain, you can simply Google it. That's going to give you a lot better information than I can provide. But it's nice walking trails. Extensive stonework was done to establish the walking trails over the years. Okay, we come to a fork in the road. Alternate routes to Lover's Leap. We do the swing along bridge or we do the stone bridge. Do I want to be safe and take the stone bridge, or I want to live dangerously and take the swing along bridge? Let's see. I think I'm going to do the swing along bridge. There you go, swing along bridge. This actually doesn't look too treacherous to me. Let's go give it a try. It is kind of bouncy. You can see a nice safe stone bridge there. Wow, this is actually pretty bouncy. Wow, this is really bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Alright. Alright, me likey bouncy. It seems safe. I'm sure it's safe, guys. I'm sure it is. Yeah. Just to give you a look down. You can see the trail below us. And a nice look off into the horizon in the distance. This is one of the smaller observation areas. Get a nice view. And people do live on top of Lookout Mountain. All different parts of it. Some are more rockier and hillier and steeper than other areas. Now this is awesome. See our nation's bird, the bald eagle. It's just a sculpture, not real, so that's why it's not moving. Got a giant star. So because the star is here, the sky bridge is closed, which gives you an awesome view of these waterfalls. Top Lover's Leap, you should supposedly able to see 7 states. Got Tennessee, Kentucky, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Alabama. That's of course on a really clear day and using one of these nifty gadgets for 25 cents. Basically giant binoculars. You can see the haze in the sky. I don't know if this is going to burn off later in the afternoon, but during the morning time like it is right now, it is very hazy. So in honor of those 7 states, there are state flags below the Stars and Stripes. Right here in this flag courtyard. Got North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, South Carolina, and Georgia. Kind of hard to see it with the sun directly in its view, but that is all of the flags. Now these 7 states, Kentucky is the only one I have yet to come to. I'll be coming there soon. Café 7 is also right by Lover's Leap. Open seasonally. Get a fresh bite to eat or a drink. And look at that crevice.
Put your head right here. Pay attention.
Alright, I had some lunch and it's gotten significantly more louder because there are school groups here. We have these awesome swings throughout, made out of wood. Alright, this next spot, it's called Fat Man Squeeze. Alright, here we go. Fat Man Squeeze.
Oh yeah, this is worse. This is better, bro. Oh, snap! Okay, I'm on. Wait, what?
And I apologize for the loudness of the kids. Wow.
Oh, snap!
It wasn't quite too bad.
How you get?
You can see the walkway. It's not quite as bad as it makes it look, because it's tighter at the top than it is there below. Got another gnome. It's the lower part, below the bridges. There's a sign here on this little outpost. Talk about fallow deer. And I actually saw some. Now you can't see them from this distance, so when I zoom in nice and slow, you're gonna see them. There you go. You see the one moving, and the one to the left of the tree has a little bit of white on them. Plenty of places to sit down and rest if you get tired. Now I did mention there are school groups here, so certain portions of this video unfortunately are gonna get really loud because little kids, little boys to be precise, can be really loud and obnoxious sometimes when they're in settings like this. So I apologize ahead of time. You got little gnomes all over the place. Got another one there on the rocks. So much of the trail is just on these elevated pathways. Pretty low railings also, so if you are afraid of heights, this might scare you a little bit. More little cave walkthroughs. This is getting an observation point. It's called. This is the view from observation point. You can see Lover's Leap up above. Then down into the lower parts below Lookout Mountain. We're going in the Rainbow Hall next. Rainbow Hall, ooh. Aptly named for the colored windows. The light gives a nice reflective glow. Nice, very nice. You see all the stonework that was done to create all these walkways and paths. This gives it a description on why this area is called Lover's Leap. You can pause it to read it if you'd like. And if you're brave enough, they got this little extended area to give you a really good view of the waterfall that we couldn't see quite as well earlier. And you can see it right there. Very cool looking. All right, under Cliff Passage, here we go. Going through. Let's go these cool tunnels and stuff. There we go. There we go. We made it through Fat Man Squeeze without any real issues, so this should be cake for us. There we go. Back out into the open. And that's the other side of the pathway. It's 1,000-ton balance rock. Down below. It's on that, basically balancing on this. And leaning up against this other rock. Trying to get a better view. Just the way it's just teetering on this. This area down here is the Cave of the Winds, according to the sign. Below the suspension bridge. Alright, we've come to the Hall of the Mountain King. Ooh. Another sign reminding people to stay on the trail and no graffiti. You can see on the rock some jackass, excuse my language, but some jackass decided to ignore the sign and carve their initials in this rock anyway. See more gnomes. Oh, we found the gnomes still. And I mean still as they're not moving, I mean they're making alcohol. Look! Bad gnomes. Oh man. Look at that, man. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is usually a waterfall cascading down. Doesn't appear to be operating. Another walkway. Just think it's kind of cool the way they add all the rocks to make the walkways up above. Alright, you saw a sign here that says Fairyland Caverns next. Magic Valley, and this rock looks like a face smoking a pipe. Of course, they add the pipe, but the actual face part is genuine. Or this is the part that I heard the most about Rock City. Fairyland Caverns. Here we go, Fairyland Caverns. Awesome. Diamond corridor. Oh, awesome. Coming down the stairs. Guy up on the swing. This is Castle of the Gnomes. Some more. I don't expect any of these guys to move. They're just neat to look at. So these guys are mining for gems. That is just so awesome that they have the light back there. Got the nice rope light to guide our way. Rope lights will be used even more so in the evening because all along the paths they have the rope lights. Ooh. Even more of the rock work. Now I'm not sure if this is recreated or if this is actual authentic stalactites and stalagmites at Gnome's old mine. Now this is part of actually the Christmas stuff later on, but since we're in here and it looks nice, I'll include it. It's Christmas time, and reading the children a storybook. The dog by the fire. Nice. Look at that doggy. Kids are dreaming. It's the history of Fairyland Caverns. Again, I apologize for the loud children. Got the Pied Piper and Jesse's deer. And some more gnomes in the window. Don't forget the little one up top. Lazy guy smoking his pipe. Now this is awesome. Hansel and Gretel. And the witch that wants to eat them. Got Rip Van Winkle. Just woke up. This one is Little Red Riding Hood. See the wolf. There's Red. And the huntsman. And Jack and the Beanstalk. There's the big giant at the top. And Goldilocks and the three bears. Look at, they're chasing her now. They found her sleeping in their beds, ate their porridge, and broke the baby bear's chair. Shame on her. As you can see, this is the story of Cinderella. She's running away. The old woman that lived in the shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. So like she's beating the heck out of one of her kids. This one is Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. These are really, really neat. I like these. And Mother Goose Village, and there's Mother Goose herself. We have Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, and so betwixt them both, they lick the platter clean. It's the wicked wolf. Yes, this is a story of the three little pigs. You got the lazy pig, made his house out of straw. Then another pig made his house out of twigs. But the smartest pig made his house out of bricks. But I gotta say, some of these nursery rhymes I'm not familiar with. A diller, a dollar. I've never heard that one before. The next one is called Ding Dong Bell. Mr. Froggy won a court, and I know that one. Hey Diddle Diddle. Cat in the Fill. There's the cow jumping over the moon. So three little kittens have lost their mittens. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over a candlestick. This is a sad one. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to give her poor dog a bone. When she came there, the cupboard was bare. So the poor dog had none. Man, that is sad. Poor dog. Another one that I've never heard of. There was a little girl. Little Miss Muffet Set her atop it, eating her curds and away. Then there came a big spider and sat down beside her and frightened this muffin away. Ooh, rather scary. You don't like spiders. It's a more morbid one, Rockabye Baby on the treetop. Yeah, that's pretty messed up. 3 blind mice. And Peter Pumpkin Eater. There's Jack and Jill. And Wee Willie Winky. And Little Boy Blue. There was a crooked man. Mary had a little lamb. And of course, Humpty Dumpty. And Mary quite contrary. How does your garden grow? She's cool and known fair. With the Ferris wheel. That's cool. There's Rub-a-Dub-Dub. Are you man in a tub? We're back at the beginning with our water wheel. So apparently we've come to the end. Come to another gift shop at the end, all leather crafts. If you are in the area, this gives you an idea on pricing. You can do one item, one attraction, or you can add multiple attractions, save even more money. There's a lot of stuff to do around the greater Chattanooga, Tennessee area, including the aquarium. So you can see pricing. This pricing is for 2017 season. I don't know if it's going to change, but it gives you an idea. Alright guys, this concludes my Rock City tour, but I will be back later for Enchanted Garden of Lights. All those cool light sculptures you saw along the trails, they're going to be lit up.